Today I have a big mission. I'm headed down to the Del Mar Farmers Market to check out NYX Baking. Now, a few videos back when we checked out Golden Crust Bagels in Latham, one of the people who runs NYX Baking said I really need to check out their stuff. Their bagels look amazing, their other baked goods look amazing, so we're gonna see what they have and we're gonna pick up a couple stuff and we'll bring it back and we'll try it all. So I'm heading down there, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get some bagels. So we are back. I walked through the farmer's market there and I wanted to just see what else was there. And there were a couple other nice little cool things to check out, but I wanted to focus today on this. So I'm gonna jump right into the bagel tasting. In order to taste the bagels, I just wanted to go with something classic. I got some Philadelphia whipped cream cheese for that. What I'm gonna do is just cut each of these and put a little cream cheese on and we're gonna try it. So I got one of each of their bagels: cheddar green onion, super seed, cinnamon raisin, everything, salted egg, and gochujang black sesame, which is, I'm really excited to try that last one there. I mean, all of these look amazing. They're kind of picked for that reason. The ones I left off were plain and sesame. We'll taste first the cheddar and green onion. Since we have a lot to taste here, I made little kind of sandwiches for the whole family here to try. So cheddar green onion. Definitely has like that chewy texture. I know they use kind of small batch flours, and this is definitely like an artisanal bagel, but this definitely satisfies the urge of the New York City style bagel. Cream cheese works perfectly on this cheddar and green onion. Really rich in the cheddar flavor. I love it. Next up, we got the super seed flavor. Now this is, it seems like an everything bagel with some extra maybe pumpkin seeds on it. Not shy with the seeds at all. A lot of poppy in there, a lot of sesame. Definitely glad I made the call to leave the sesame alone bagel out. And again, really chewy texture. I think so far the dough seems to be maybe a very similar mix of flours. That's good. I like the extra pumpkin seeds on that. Got a little caraway in there, very good. Next up, cinnamon raisin. Now this one is intriguing to me because it actually smells like your classic cinnamon raisin bagel. It doesn't look really at all like it because I think they're using like darker, like more artisanal flours. And that's the reason why it doesn't resemble it. That's pretty good too. Cinnamon raisin, I used to love it as a kid, but as an adult, I don't order cinnamon raisin bagels too much anymore. I think they've just gotten too sweet. This one here I think is a perfect balance. If I were to get this one on its own, I'd be just fine with it. This one's definitely on the chewier side than the other two we've tried so far. Not bad at all. Next up, we have the everything bagel. Now this one, there's a lot of onion on it, and I love that. And definitely garlic as well. What this has that the super seed was lacking is definitely that onion and garlic, and it's missing the pumpkin seeds and stuff and other seedy stuff. A solid amount of everything seasoning on that. This one could benefit from a little bit more salt. I think sometimes the way those everything seasonings shake out, some get more salt than others, so maybe a different bite will help with that. It's good. I think I prefer the super seed to the everything. If I were gonna get something that had a lot of toppings on it, I'd probably get the super seed over everything. Not because it's bad, just because that one's just a better bagel. Next up, we have the salted egg. I saved the two kind of more interesting flavors to me for last. Salt bagels are kind of a polarizing bagel. I love them because I love when salt's caked on there and it's like a pretzel. And egg bagels are also polarizing. I like it when it's got like a little sweet like French toast thing to it. So let's see what the salted egg bagel from NYX Baking is like. This one was the largest one of the bunch, and you can definitely see the salt on top of it and you can taste it. I think they're using like a kosher salt as opposed to like a pretzel salt, and it's very good. This one is more bready than the other ones. It might be because it's a different dough. Very good. Definitely works with the plain cream cheese. I like that. You really get the whole wheat taste in this one as well. All right, now we're up to gochujang black sesame, and this is the one I was most excited about. It's the densest one of the bunch, so there's definitely a different dough in play here, and you could definitely see the gochujang kind of it worked in the dough, and the black sesame I tasted a little bit as I was cutting these. All right, let me shut up and eat. So you can definitely taste that gochujang right off the bat. and the black sesame plays like really well together off of it. Very different. I love it. I think like an egg sandwich on this would be like something amazing. I'm gonna say this is my favorite one of all 6 so far. This is my favorite one of all 6. All right, so we've tried all the bagels. Now each of those was $3 a piece, so that's a pretty hefty half dozen, and we have plenty to snack on for later on. So I wanna jump into the next part of the review here. I got some macarons. All right, so there were 5 flavors of macarons to try, and I gotta get to my list here. Espresso, raspberry, peanut butter and jelly, lemon meringue, and chocolate salted caramel. I doubled up on the chocolate salted caramel because I wanted to get an even 6. So let's give them a try. These were $2.50 a piece, and we actually lost a soldier as we were unpacking this, so we'll go with that one first. So this is chocolate salted caramel. Definitely nice and rich, really chocolatey, and this caramel jumps right out. Really good macaron. Next up we have the espresso. And one thing to note about these macarons, and I think it's true of macarons when you make different flavors, they're different sizes. So I don't know if it's because of the fact that maybe different ones stretch out differently or what it is. I don't know a lot about making macarons, so I'm not gonna make believe that I do. So next up we got espresso. That one has a really strong coffee taste. I think that's perfect actually. Perfect. Next up we got the raspberry. It's actually more subtle than I imagined for a raspberry macaron. A lot of times they put like a creamy thing. This is like almost like a raspberry jelly inside. Very good. Next up I got the PB&J. Now I want to peek inside of this one. I can't. I gotta bite it first. That tastes literally like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So inside there's peanut butter, and I think maybe possibly the same raspberry inside. Very good. One more to go. It's lemon, and this one actually is kind of falling apart. This is the most creamy filling out of all of them. That's good. Whenever there's lemon macarons, I'm gonna hand it off. They end up being really lemony, and this definitely has like the taste of like lemon curd. I think out of all 6, my favorite was the peanut butter and jelly, like by a mile, but they were all very good. At $2.50 a piece, I think that's actually a pretty reasonable price. Macarons, people get away with charging way too much for macarons. $2.50 a piece for those, I think is a good deal. Overall, I would say this is a really good experience. As far as the bagels, that's what I would expect from a farmer's market bagel. If I walked into a New York bagel shop and I got bagels like this, like I wouldn't be happy because a New York bagel shop is a different experience. So these don't really match the New York City bagel experience I'm looking for, but really great like artisanal baking. And I think you can order from them directly from their website, or you can get them at Del Mar Farmers Market on Saturdays. And that farmers market was a cool farmers market. We used to go, not weekly, but we've gone a couple times years ago. So it's been a while. We live in Schenectady, so it's not exactly in our vicinity, but very good. I would definitely place an order again and pick some of these bagels up, and maybe some macarons too. There was a whole nother world of other stuff to try, and that's the story for another day. Maybe if we can get this video up to like 100 likes or something, we'll go back and we'll try like everything from the rest of the menu. So if you like this video, be sure to hit a like on it down below and subscribe if you like food. And I'm gonna leave a playlist with all my bagel videos right here, and you can check all those out. Have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.